Constable Kelly Seib with the Delta Police Department, and I'm a school liaison officer in South Delta. Today I'm going to read a book called There's a Norseman in the Classroom, and it's written by Constable Grayson Smith. All the children are very pleased because they finally get to go back to school. They've spent 9 long weeks doing chores, being bored, and having no fun at all. But now it's time to be back in the classroom. They get to see all their friends from last year. Most of them are 1 year older, and they all get to be in a brand new grade. Their new teacher is Mrs. Wallump. They've all heard stories about how kind she is. The children take their seats. Who's ready to learn some fun new things? Eager hands go up, but suddenly, a thump, a crash, a creak, and a slam. What is that at the door? It has wild eyes and huge hands. It has spiky hair. It looks hungry. The littlest student runs behind Mrs. Wallump, who even in all her Wallumpedness looks small next to the fearsome creature. Children, meet Norm, your new classmate. He is a Norseman. A Norseman in the classroom? This Norseman named is Norm Too Big for the desk and the chair. Nobody can see over his huge, hairy shoulders. When Mrs. Wallump tells a funny story, his laugh is so loud that the children have to cover their ears. He can't do the art projects right either because his fingers are too clumsy. And he gets glue everywhere. He turns the pages too hard and accidentally rips them out, and he wants to look at all the books. And when he gets excited, watch out. He almost breaks the teacher's desk, and he makes everybody's lunches fall off the shelf when he jumps up and down. Mrs. Wallump sees that some of the children don't like Norm. Be kind to him. He is just young like you. This huge Norseman is just young? Can you imagine what he will be like when he is full grown? Why, he won't fit in the school. If he does, he'll crush all the students and all the teachers too. Look how much he brings for lunch. Look how hard he kicks the ball at recess. Look how bad he is at math. The children think Norm is ruining their school year. He takes up too much of the hallway and takes too long at the water fountain. This Norseman does not belong in the classroom. The children tell him that he should not come back. At the end of the day, Norm walks home alone, and the children can hear him sniffling the whole way. The next day, everything is back to the way it was. The children glue crafts, read books, and eat their lunches in peace. But when Mrs. Wallump has to hang something high on the wall, she can't reach, no matter how hard she tries. When she tells another funny story, it seems too quiet in the classroom. The games outside at recess are too tame, and the children get bored how slow the ball is kicked. The children look around at the classroom, at their nicely put together art, and their correctly completed math problems, and they wish that Norm was back. They all write him a letter and ask him to come back to school. After all, how else will he learn his math, or learn how to make lovely art, or share his extra large desserts at lunchtime? When Norm arrives at school the next morning, they all gather around each other and apologize to him and cheer as he hangs the something high on the wall. They laugh as hard as he does at the next funny story. They make sure their lunches are on the floor instead of on the shelf. They take turns helping Norm with his math and with the tricky bits of his art. Soon he fits right in. The children hardly notice his bristly hair and his crazy antics. Besides, who knows when else Norm might come in handy? Maybe the classroom is just the place for a Norseman.